Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, Ryan.T here, and I'm with the main man, the co-host with the most, Mr.
The retro in the building, man. Foodies Network 727. We back. It's going down.
Hell yeah, ghouls and gals. We're back with another one. Dun 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 dun. Man, I didn't realize that my camera was all fucked up like that. But yeah, man, we're back with another one, ghouls and gals, and fuck, man, before we get into any of that news or any of that other fun stuff we got going on, what have you been up to, dude? What have you been doing, man?
Oh man, I was just chilling, doing a little thrift store shopping. Yeah, didn't really find much stuff, but I went to this Indian restaurant. My boy opened up an Indian fucking buffet out here in Clearwater. So I took the fam out there and we were tearing up some Indian food. My mother-in-law, she's from Puerto Rico. She never had it before, so it was all new to her, but she loved it, man. She was loving the vegan options that they had over there. Yeah.
Man, I've never had Indian food before. Like
no.
I mean, I'm sure there's Indian food down here in the valley. There's a lot of Indian people. I would assume that they also make and eat food. But yeah, no, I've never had Indian food. I feel like I haven't had a lot of things. Like I'm just like, oh, I've never had that. No, I never tried that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I mean? And I'm like one of those people, and I shouldn't be like typical American person. I'm like, I haven't tried it, therefore I don't like it. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I shouldn't be like that, especially with food. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I should like at least like try it once. You know what I mean, or whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of good food out there. That's the universal language right there, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, are you hungry? Okay, let's try this.
Switch up the daily menu from chicken nuggies and chicken tenders all the time.
Yeah, bro. And you know what? No matter where I go, they're always making chicken on the stick, bro. I was at the Greek festival.
Chicken is like
chicken on the stick.
Chicken's everywhere.
Fried chicken on the stick. You know what I'm saying? Grilled chicken. That's it's just a universal thing, no matter where.
Bird.
The Indian buffet, grilled chicken, fire. You know what I'm saying?
Chinese buffet, 97% of the stuff there, chicken. Or supposedly chicken.
And trash. Most of it's pretty garbage, man. Sometimes I'll go down there for lunch, on a Sunday, get a little fried rice and
sir.
Get my little $11 worth and then be hungry in an hour. You know what I'm saying?
The Chinese buffet is like the only time that I eat fucking vegetables when I'm like, oh, the fried rice. Somebody eat the vegetables in there, fucking whatever.
Yeah. See, that's so funny too, because like my wife, she doesn't eat vegetables either. But you guys will fuck up a spring roll. You guys will fuck up like, okay, if they fry it, then it's all right. If it's fried, then it's all right. All the yucky nutrition out of it, so it tastes good.
That's like what we were saying last time. I'm like, yeah, man, is it fried? Okay, fuck it, I'll eat it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, is it the less healthy version of this healthy thing? Okay, fuck it.
Bro, they got this shit called chicken number 66.
Okay,
that shit is fire. It's fucking like red, and it's just like diced up like fucking fried chicken chunks. Essentially, it has a little bit of spice to it. But you eat like 3 or 4 of them, and you're like, oh shit, like, oh, that shit kicked up on you.
Hell yeah, man. Something is fucking hot whenever like you eat like, a couple of bites in and like you start to like sweat a little bit. Like if you're like, fucking workout and you get that like back of the head sweat, and you're like, ugh. Yeah. You're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Looking like fucking Ace Ventura whenever he was inside of that fucking rhino. He's just like, ugh.
Yeah, trying to get out of that damn thing. Yeah, usually I sweat because the Indian food, a lot of it is spicy. You know what I'm saying? Or like half of the stuff is spicy. With this one, they kind of toned it down a little. They toned it down a lot, but it was still fire as fuck. Like, I was like, okay, like they still have the stuff to make it spicy if you wanted to add to it. But I was like, okay, the curry didn't burn my face off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, okay, we could do this. My mother-in-law's gonna like this because she thought everything was gonna be spicy. But I was like, listen, the red chicken right there, the number 66. That's spicy. You know what I'm saying? That's why that shit bright red. Look like a hot chicken.
Yeah, that fucking devil chicken, that 666 fucking chicken, the satanic chicken.
Yeah, the 66. That shit's fire. You got to check it out. They be frying some chicken over there at the Indian restaurants. You like fried
I like
chicken?
a good hot chicken. Like when the chicken itself is hot and not like just the skin on top. Like, fuck, I love a good spicy chicken, man. Fuck yeah.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. I'll go off on some spicy chicken, man. But yeah, dude, that sounds fucking badass, man. I didn't do a whole lot. The only thing that I did that like is really sticking out in my brain right now is I went to the local bar here in Harlingen to go watch the Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis fight. And you know what I mean? Like it's like YouTuber like boxing, and it's like not like sanctioned boxing or whatever. Man,
exhibition matches
it's exhibition matches, 6 rounds, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes each, or something like that. And dude, they were having some crazy fucking shit. They're having like tag team boxing. Like if they're in the fucking WWE, they had a tag team boxing match where they had 4 boxers. I was gonna go 4 boxers, right? 4, 8. No, they had fucking 4 boxers out there, and they were fucking fighting, dude. Like, they were, bro, one of them clearly did not know how to box. There was this one guy wearing like these weird colored trunks, and that motherfucker did not know how to box. It's like if the fucking person that was training him was like, just go out there and do the windmill. He's like, what's the windmill? Just do that.
Yeah.
And he would go out there, and this bigger guy that knew how to box pretty good was just like fucking laying into his ass, dude. Like pop, 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 like just knocking him out. And finally, like they did like a WWE thing, you know, when like they tag the guy, but he doesn't want to get tagged out of the match. They were just like, and he was like he basically just like bumped like the rope, and the guy was like, okay, get him out. Like I'm gonna go in now, and fuck, man, that was weird to see that. And
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was that was interesting, but it was
fun,
just crazy to see.
Yeah.
But it took and then it took a while for like the actual like main event or whatever to happen. Like it started at 1 p.m. and we got there like exactly at 1. Like I'm one of those people that's like, if it starts at fucking 1, we're there at fucking 12:55. You know what I mean? Like I'm the first one in the door, motherfucker. Yeah, so we were there like right at 1 when it started, and like dumbass me, I don't fucking watch like sports on the regular like that. You know what I mean? Like, of course, there's gonna be other fights before the main event. Like, it's not gonna start, and then the main event is gonna be like, oh, it's happening right now. There was like 57 fucking preliminary fights before like the main event, and so we sat through all of that. And meanwhile, like we're at the bar, so like I'm pounding beers, bad boy. Like I'm just fucking opening these bad boys up, and like. Yeah, I'm in Stone Cold Steve Austin mode, dude. Like I'm just putting these I'm just putting these motherfuckers down like it's going out of style, dude. And finally we get to the fucking Logan Paul Dylan Dennis fight, and I'm like, if fucking Dylan Dennis wins, I'm gonna fucking buy everybody a shot up in this bitch, okay? Oh wait, of course, just at my table, not at the fucking bar. I mean, I don't got money like that. I was just like, I'm gonna buy everybody a shot on the table, all right? And they were like, well, fuck, all right, let's go. So everybody was like getting their like shots ready. They're like, we're gonna get this, I'm gonna get this, because they're like, Logan Paul's gonna lose. And like I knew he wasn't gonna lose. I knew Logan Paul was gonna win. That's why I was like, I'll buy fucking 50 beers if Dylan Dennis wins, because I knew he wasn't gonna win. I knew he wasn't gonna fucking win. And fight starts. And immediately Dylan Dennis, who's been talking the most shit on Twitter about Logan Paul, saying that his like fucking wife's a whore and his wife's fucked all these people, blah 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 blah.
Damn.
Your wife's a slut, bitch, fucking prostitute, whatever, blah blah blah. All this fucking foul shit, right? And well, he got out there and he kind of like went like, "What's up, bro?" Like Dylan Dennis did one of those things, like he's a UFC guy, so he was like taunting him like, "What?" And then like Logan Paul was like, he was like, "Oh fuck," and then like after that, he just started like blocking the whole time and like started like running away a little bit from like Logan Paul. He was just like,
damn, he was like, blocking, run away, huh?
Yeah, that Logan Paul would just like boom, 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 in like the midsection, like fucking him up. And like that was just like pitiful, dude. That was just like fucking pitiful, man, seeing that. Like it was the equivalent of like you know, that guy that on the internet that's always like, I'll fuck everybody up, like I'm a badass or whatever. And then he has to fight somebody in real life, and he's just like, oh wait, I forgot. I don't know how to fight actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, that sucks, man. Get chased around the ring. I'm that motherfucker. Damn.
Yeah, and then he's a jiu-jitsu guy. So like he kept he kept doing weird, stupid stuff. Like Logan Paul would be punching him and beating the fuck out of him, and then he would push Logan Paul off and then lay on his back, and when he would go like this, like for Logan Paul to get on top of him and like fight me on the ground, like, you know, like, come on. And Logan Paul's like, are you fucking, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, do you want to have sex with me? What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Come on down.
Yeah. Like, what is this? And then like towards the end of the match, like the last round, Logan Paul like punched him and like got him real good. And so this motherfucker drops to his knees and like tries to grab Logan Paul from the legs to flip him over. And Logan Paul's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, just like, what you do? And then they stopped the fight because like everybody's like, what is this? What the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, just this is dumb. Like, what are y'all doing?
Damn, this sounds like the Running Man games or no shit.
Yeah, dude, it was literally like a WWE boxing match. Like, it was so entertaining, but like that wasn't like boxing, and that wasn't like Logan Paul's fault. That, you know what I mean? There was that guy Dylan Dennis. Like, he knew that he wasn't gonna win in a boxing match, so he wanted to create like these moments, like these Twitter moments for like his fucking troll, for the trolls and like all the little fucking idiots that like follow him on social media. So that way they can be like, oh, bro, he got Logan real good. Did you see that? Did you see that? But that only works if you're winning the fucking boxing match. If he's beating you up the entire boxing match, those moments don't mean anything.
For real. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, right?
And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, Logan Paul's the next fucking Muhammad Ali. Obviously, he's fucking not. But you know what I mean? He was clearly better than boxing than this fucking guy. This guy got fucking dog walked, dude. Like, that was sad. And then you had the whoa, sorry about that, ghouls and gals. The AI overlords were taking over there for a minute, and they were just like, enough of the TRTS podcast. You all have taken up enough fucking space on the internet with your mindless chatter. But since we own the AI overlords, we deleted some shit, and we back online. All right, but what were we talking about? Man, you know what? It was probably fucking Dylan Dennis that did that shit. We were fucking shit talking him, and he was just like, boop, you fucking got like Elon Musk or whoever to fucking pull the plug on our fucking shit. But yeah, man, that boxing match was fucking something. But yeah, and then also KSI fought against that Tommy Fury guy. And fuck, dude. That, I mean, you know what? At first, when I watched that match, I was like, oh, KSI got fucking whooped, got like mollywopped. But then I fucking watched it again, and I was like, well, actually, I think KSI might have got a little bit robbed up in this bitch. Because at first, I was kind of like, oh, okay, like, this guy's bigger, and he's, like, beating him. But then I was kind of like, no, you know, I was a little drunk. I need to watch it again. So, like, I watched it again, and KSI keeps landing punches on this guy, and he's, like, dodging and shit like that. And this guy got points deducted because he kept popping KSI in the back of the head, like right here in the fucking neck. And yeah, man.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that in the back of the neck, man. That should have fucking brain dead. Leave a fighter brain dead and shit.
Yeah.
For real. That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't think that guy Fury really won, man. But they're saying that he won, but even in the decision, he only won by 1 point. Like, he won by 1 point only. Okay,
that sounds like a rematch. Sounds like a rematch will be brewing in the works for that one if it was a close ass shave. You know what I mean?
But yeah, man, that shit was wild, dude. We were at the bar, but I had a good time. I was like munching out, fucking drinking. I was there for like fucking 7.5 hours watching that fucking boxing match. You know, it was fun, man. But yeah,
that's
man.
dedication.
Speaking of restaurants and shit like that, dude. We have our new thing that we've been doing, the question of the day. Yeah, dude, today's question of the day, ghouls and gals, Sid, everybody, is what's the worst experience you've ever had in a restaurant? I know Sid has have had a bad experience at a restaurant. You're the restaurant guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I was like, I have to ask this question.
Oh, you want me to go first? Oh shit. Okay. All right. The worst restaurant experience that I had was when I went to this what is it called? A fusion Mexican restaurant on the beach out here.
Okay.
And man, the service was pretty shoddy. Like it took a minute to like get seated. There was nobody in there. And then the waitress was kind of like she was like real like short of like I was asking her like like what's the number one seller, like what's the most popular item that you guys have that you know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, I don't really know. And then I was like, what do you like? And she was like, oh, I'm not a big fan of Mexican food. So I was like, whoa. I was like, hold the fuck up. I was like, so you work in a Mexican restaurant and you're not a fan of Mexican food?
Yeah, why do you work here?
I was like, okay. So I was just like, all right, so I'm gonna just order whatever I want. So I ordered, me and the wife ordered some stuff, and the shit came out and the food was terrible as fuck, bro. That shit was gross, bro. The fucking burrito, ground beef burrito and shit. I thought it was steak. I thought it was gonna be like a carne asada burrito, you know what I mean? But it was like a ground beef burrito. And she told me later that I could have upgraded the steak though. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. But it was terrible, man. Greasy ass burrito, like worse. It was like Taco Bell, but like a step down. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was
you don't
like
want to go in the opposite direction of Taco Bell. You want to go a step up, not a step down. A step down is like, I don't even know what the fuck a step down is.
Like the wet burrito thing, the sauce tasted like fucking tomato paste or something.
Ooh.
Like, bro, that shit was crazy. Big chunks of onions on top of it and shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, you supposed to dice up the onion, put a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A little oregano or something on there.
Put a little fucking effort in this.
Tomato paste on the spoon, blah, fucking half fucking diced onions, bang, yo, ring the bell, it's ready. That shit was so fucking gross. And me and my wife, we did not eat the food. We were like, what she was like, oh, you guys done? Because we were like, we put the plates to the side, you know what I'm saying? To the side, like, towards the edge, like, yo, get this shit
pushed it off the table. Pushed it off the table.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so she was like, oh, okay, let me get you guys some to-go boxes. So I was like, cool. I was like, you know what? Hey, I ain't gonna argue, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, cool. So we got to-go boxes. She brings them back. So I fucking take the to-go boxes and I put them under the seat. Because we're sitting in the thing. So I put them under the seat, like on the fucking table, like off the table. So you can't see it on the table. I just put it on the seat. And I'm like, yo, run. So we fucking run out of the door.
What the hell?
Bro, and the waitress chases us outside the restaurant. She's like, oh, wait. You left your food. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, fuck. So we had to find a place to throw that in the garbage.
Well, she gave it y'all stopped and we're like, okay, sorry.
I was like, oh my God. I forgot. Oh, honey, we forgot our food. Oh,
oh man, dude, you're way nicer than I am, Sid. Way much of a nicer person than I am.
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be that guy.
Oh god,
it wasn't an official review. You know what I'm saying? We just pulled over. That's why.
That's when you should always go off the script. You'd be like, "Bitch, do you know who the fuck I am? I'm Sid Retro 727. Your dumbass with this fucking back. Bullshit." Yeah.
I'm not paying for none of this shit. Take this shit back. No.
Yeah, for real. That's when you drop the
let's go.
Let's
get the fuck out of here.
He goes, you know how many fucking people I got on Facebook? I will blast your asshole. I will flame this restaurant.
It should have went live like, yo, what is that? What is that?
You're like, grody alert. Look at this gross shit, guys.
For real. Yeah, they went out of business though, so shout out to them.
Yeah. John Taffer shut them down or what?
I didn't, I didn't. It was not. I didn't. I left the review, but it was gentle. It was like a gentle 2-star. You know what I'm saying?
A gentle 2-star. It was like a negative 2 stars. How he goes? It could have been better.
Yeah, I was like, because it had the location going for it, had the decor going for it. The fucking menu had had authentic items and stuff. It's just gotta work on your head chef back there. That's one thing that you gotta check.
A good restaurant.
And it'll switch it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I have I don't know if I don't know what's going on with me in restaurants, but I have there's so many instances where I'm just like, am I fucking Larry David or Seinfeld? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, am I in a sitcom? Like, are y'all just like doing shit to fuck with me at this point? There's a, I eat like a lot of fast food because like, I work a lot. And so like, it's really like quick. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm at work and I have to like only a little bit of time to eat lunch.
Whatever.
So I was like, hey, and I love I love chicken, right? I love fucking chicken, especially fried chicken. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hit up the local church's chicken, man. Because that's we live in the ghetto, so that's all we fucking got.
You got Popeyes too
at Harlingen, but in Raymondville we just got churches. And so I was like,
fuck with both of them. I like both.
Yeah, both are good. Both are good. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get some churches. I'm gonna go fucking blow up the spot over there. You know what I mean? Get myself a little fucking, 2 or 3 piece, whatever. That little combo on the biscuit. And so, like, my wife comes with me, and we're like salivating at the mouth, bro. We're like anticipating that churches. We're ready to enter the house of the Lord, of the fucking chicken Lord churches. And I fucking go to the drive-through or whatever, right? And I order my shit or whatever, and I pull up to the window, and I notice that like the lady's kind of taking a while to get to the window, and she's kind of like walking around back and forth, like from the back to like kind of close to the register and then back and forth. And I kind of like, polite. At this point, I'm like trying to be polite. I like politely like wave her down. I'm like, oh, hey, excuse me. And then she was like, oh, yes, sir. She goes, how can I help you? And I was like, oh, yeah, that order. I was like, how long do you think it's going to take? I was like, is it going to be a minute? Do you need me to pull forward or something? And then she was just like, sir, I'm real busy right now, sir. She goes, we're slammed. We are slammed with customers. We're very busy. I take a peek into the fucking restaurant through the window, and I was like, there ain't no motherfuckers in there. There ain't no fucking cars in the parking lot. I'm the only motherfucker there at the churches. It's me and that fucking bitch. You were the only fucking people in the goddamn churches.
Oh my God.
Me and that fucking chicken slanging motherfucking bitch are the only fucking people in the goddamn vicinity. And I was like, what? I like looked at her and paused for a brief moment. I was like, she's fucking with me, right? Like she's fucking kidding around, right? So I kind of like laughed and I was like, ma'am, there's nobody in the restaurant. What are you talking about? And she was like, excuse me, sir. I was like, you just said that y'all are slammed and that you're very busy and that there's a lot of people. I was like, are they invisible? Are you anticipating a lot of people to be coming in? I was like, I don't understand what you're saying or what you're doing. I was like, and frankly, you're starting to piss me off. I was like, is my order ready? I was like, or is my order not ready? And she kind of like looked at me for a minute, and then she just like gave it to me. And then she like gave it to me like that, and I gave her my card, and then she just did it and gave it back to me. And then she didn't even tell me like have a nice day or anything. She just closed the window, and I was like, stupid bitch. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, what is going on? I was like, did she have a fucking stroke in her brain? It was like, there's a lot of people here, sir. I'm like, where? Where are the people? I was like, did you eat them? Are you frying them? Did you kill them? What the fuck are you talking about?
The online orders are just like rolling in or something. Like, like make it make sense. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I have a church's horror story. Oh my God. We got a church's fried chicken spot, and of course it's in the hood. It's on the south side. It's lit. It's Friday night. I'm like, yo, babe, let's go get a bucket. Let's go get some shit. Go over there. We pull up, the fucking the drive-thru is packed, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go inside because I ain't trying to deal with the line and all that. I'm gonna go inside. There's only 2 people inside. So I go inside, I put my order in, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for like 40 minutes. Turns into 40 minutes. Right? They're like, I'm like, yo, what's going on over here? I was like, yo, I've been waiting for like 40 minutes. Like, y'all been like, other people came and gone and shit. I'm like, yo, I had like a little big order. I had more than the others. You know what I'm saying? So they was knocking out the 2-piece combos, the fucking bullshit. I'm like, yo, I've been here for like 45. They're like, oh, we're gonna make it fresh for you or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, it's 45 minutes. I get my shit. It's all
some of those 2-piece combos.
It's all fucked up. My order is all fucked up. But I got more shit than I was supposed to get though. So I was like, we good. I was like, yo,
it's all right. Yeah, right? Fuck it.
But then whatever. I called because I'm like, yeah, because she's like, oh, I'll make it for you right now. I was looking at the bag, her ID, the badge or whatever.
Yeah.
Her name ID. That shit said Lil D.
Lil D?
Lil D on it.
What the fuck?
So I called the corporate and I was like, yo, I was out here fucking, for a fucking hour waiting on a fucking meal or whatever from this spot. So they were like, oh, here, we're gonna have the owner of that franchise call you or whatever. So he called me, and I was like, bro, they had me out here. Fucking little D took my order. He was like, who the hell's little D? And I was like, that's your employee that works there.
Yeah, that's
that
your
fucking
employee,
gave me
dog.
my shit. That took an hour for me to get my shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like outside. I'm like, I'm smoking a shit. I'm chilling. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, let's go. Be a minute. All right, fuck this shit. Let me go. I'm chilling. I'm making this my own. You know, I'm like, all right, we gonna be here.
What the fuck?
But he was like, oh, I'm sorry. He lives in like fucking Connecticut or some shit. But he owns like both of the church's chicken in my neighborhood. So he's like, yo, go to the other church's chicken and just ask for fucking Sammy or whatever. And they'll take care of it. Like, don't worry about it. So I go over there, bro, and like somebody ran their fucking car through the fucking front of that bitch.
What the fuck?
On accident. Like they fucking boom through the whole fucking front of the shit, bro. I'm like, not while I was there, but like when I went there, it was boarded up or whatever. And they were like, yeah, dog, the fuck, this shit closed. Like they ran through the whole front of the damn thing. I'm like, bro.
What the fuck? Oh my God, Sid. The level of fucking anger and frustration that I would have would be like a fucking volcano at this point, dude. Holy shit.
That shit was crazy. But I waited like a week. The next week I went over there and dude was like, I was like, yo, I was like, is Lil D? I was like, is what's his name?
Lil D?
I was like, the manager, and he was like, yeah. He was like, who are you? And I was like, oh, hey, I talked to the dude in Connecticut. And he was like, oh, hey, what you need? I got you. Don't worry about it, man. I'll take care of everything for you. What else you want? What else you want? And they hooked it up. And that was the last time I've been to Church's Chicken, man. That was about 4 years ago.
They have a fucking sign up there. They're like, do not serve this man. Underneath there, it says Little D.
Shout out to Little D at Popeyes on the South Side. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down.
My God.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Man, speaking of Popeyes,
I wonder if that was on accident. That whole like driving through. I wonder if that was on, or maybe, you know.
Yeah, so he was like, these motherfuckers. Yeah, that was me at my churches. I fucking ran through that bitch, and now all the chicken is for free forever for me.
yo, hold on. One last, Popeyes, the Popeye story. This just happened 2 weeks ago. My brother was like, yo, where should we go eat at? We're at the bowling alley. Popeyes is right next door. I'm like, bro, go. I was like, yo, Popeyes got some fire mac and cheese. It's right there, bro. Like, let's just go. And so he's like, all right, fuck it. I haven't had Popeyes in a long time. So his girl goes to order, and they're like, oh, yeah, we don't have it. And then she's like, okay. And then she's like, well, she asked my brother, well, what do you want? So she can recalibrate what she, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, let me get the chicken sandwich. He's like, yeah, we ain't got that. So he's like, so what do you guys have there, man? Like that? Yeah, he goes off, like, what do they have then? What the fuck? Like, y'all ain't got that. So she's like, oh, let me get this. He's like, yeah, we ain't got that either. So they like, so they going back and forth in the car and shit or whatever. And I'm like, yo, I'm good. Like, I'm not ordering shit. I was just gonna get some. Anyway, I was like, I'm good though because they can hear everything in the car. So
that's right. We don't have that.
But, my brother was so mad, and then like fucking like a week later, I went. There was no line. There was no nothing. I went in there and I got like this big mac and cheese, and it was amazing. It was amazing, man. I was like, man.
That's funny. No, we don't have that. That sucks. Oh my God, dude, that must be a fucking the thing. That must be a thing with Popeyes because that same shit happened to me a few years back whenever that chicken sandwich had came out that, when everybody was like fucking shooting each other and stabbing each other for the fucking chicken sandwich or whatever. I went there and I wanted that chicken sandwich and I was like, hey, can I get one of those sandwiches? And they were like, oh no, sir, we don't have that. And I was like, all right, no worries. I was like, I know everybody's getting it. No big deal. Whatever. I'll come back another day. I was like, you know what? I'm already here. I was like, let me just get a little 2-piece or something. They were like, no, sir, we don't have that either. And I was like, okay, I'll get the chicken tenders. I was like, that's cool then. And then they were like, no, sir, we don't have that. And I was like, what the fuck do y'all have? And they were like, we don't have any chicken at all, sir. And I was like, why the fuck are y'all open? Like, I just instantly went from like a fucking, like from like a 1 to like a fucking 8. I was like, why the fuck are y'all open then? I was like, why wouldn't y'all close? I was like, y'all are letting people come in here, and every person that's coming in here, y'all are just doing the same thing. We were like, nope. I was like, what the hell, dude? And he was like, we ran out of chicken. He's like, the truck was supposed to come this morning. He goes, like, it didn't come this morning. He's like, and we went through all our inventory last night before we closed. And he was like, we have our regional manager. He's reaching out to the other Popeyes to see if he could get some product for them. And I was like, bro, I said, are you serious? I was like, you're driving to another Popeyes to get Popeyes for this Popeyes? And he was like, yes, sir. And I was like, man, what the fuck? And I just like fucking walked out and I was like, man, these motherfuckers, I was like, they just out here serving biscuits and fucking napkins. I go, we got biscuits. Y'all want a biscuit? That's all shit we got right now. You want 5 biscuits for
biscuits
$2?
And drinks.
Yeah.
Found drinks and biscuits. Yeah, man. Shout out to Popeyes and Churches. You know, and it doesn't matter because I'm gonna still go. Oh, yeah, well, Churches I haven't been in a while, but Popeyes I'll be over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go to Churches. It's been a long time. Maybe I'll go to Churches. I might give them another shot. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time.
I don't know.
They had some bomb chicken tenders though. Ooh.
I don't know. Yeah, Churches has, but over here they call it Churches. Over here they call it Churches Texas chicken.
Oh, yeah. I'm down for that too.
Over there, I'm assuming obviously yours in Florida is not called Church's Texas chicken, right? It's just Church's.
No, it's just Church's chicken.
Yeah. Over here, it's like a whole thing. Like they have their like big sign is like the Texas thing, and it says like Church's Texas chicken. I was like, oh
yeah, y'all be repping hard over there. Y'all got the fucking Dallas Cowboys fucking burger place, whatever. What was that shit?
Yeah, dude. Dude, yeah, we're like Batman. We just put the Texas symbol on everything. We're like, if y'all didn't know where you're living at already, Texas.
Yeah, I saw an Airbnb and it had a pool, and the pool was in the shape of Texas. I was like, right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, right on.
Why not?
Yeah, and then it has the thin blue line flag. Blue lives matter. Blue lives matter.
There's a wall at the end of the pool. Yeah.
Just one blue line. Blue lives matter.
Invisible blue line at the there's a blue line. It says blue line. You can read it from the
Yeah. It says, hope you're enjoying the pool. While you're here, I just want to let you know, blue lives matter. Blue lives matter.
Yeah, the tile, the bottom of the pool, it says blue lives matter.
Oh my god, man. But yeah, dude, speaking of lives and mattering and children and kids and all that shit, our first story of the day. Well, before we get into that, we're on the news portion of the podcast.
News portion.
News portion. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Drake's son, Adonis Drake. Is Adonis Drake? Is that his last name? Adonis Drake? Is that his last name?
Adonis.
Yeah, whatever.
Adonis Graham.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna call him a Drake Jr.
Adonis.
Drake Jr. dropped his first single called "My Man Freestyle," and it's the I'm not gonna lie to you, Sid. It's probably the shittiest fucking song I've ever heard in my life. And you know what? I already know people in the comments like are gonna be like, "Oh, he's a little kid. Like you're being a hater." You goddamn right, I'm being a hater. Fuck him and fuck that little kid and fuck that song. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I'm tired of these like Nepo babies and they're just like, you know, like, oh, we fucking my mom and dad bought me a studio, so now I'm just gonna like fucking drop albums. Like, fuck you, man. What? Get out of here.
Why not?
Yeah, man. Before we say how we really feel, let's check out the song, the My Man Freestyle.
All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. My Man Freestyle.
My Man Freestyle, Adonis.
Adonis. It's going down.
I only heard I think it's on like Drake's Instagram.
It's on Adonis's YouTube, all right?
Yeah, it's Adonis Tube.
Oh, yo. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. I was looking at something else. Yeah, on Adonis's YouTube, right?
Yeah, I think it's on Drake's right here. Look, look.
The freestyle 3 minutes 48.
Yeah, 2 minutes 57 seconds. Adonis, My Man Freestyle. It's on Drake's YouTube.
It's on Drake's YouTube. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get over there.
But yeah, this.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Okay.
This fucking song, man.
Oh, because he got a video for it. All right, let's go. He got the video.
Yeah, he got the video. And then if you notice down on the bottom, squad. If you notice down on the bottom, comments disabled.
Yes, sir. Can't be doing that to the kids now.
Can't be doing that to the kids. Dude, I can just imagine the comments. Exactly, and that's why they turned them off. Alrighty,
They
man.
probably turned him off on like a lot of controversial type videos. Are you ready?
Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. Boom.
All right, let's go. All right, hey.
What the fuck?
Hey. He got like his whole like first grade class over here.
I guess so. Why does he look like dead in the eyes?
Oh.
He look.
I don't care which way you want.
Yeah.
You take whatever.
I don't care. Yeah.
I don't care what you do.
I don't care.
Oh.
He sounds like a drunk man rapping. What the fuck is this? He looks like the little boy from the Babadook.
Yeah, I don't know what he was saying back there.
Yeah, he was like speaking in tongues. So he's just saying that?
Yeah, that's
what
the chorus.
What is he saying? He's saying, I like it when you lick it, or I like it when you like it, or what is he saying?
Hold on. I gotta hear his accent.
What the fuck is this? Man, it would be so annoying to hang out with this kid. He seems like the most annoying kid to hang out with, like, ever. What the fuck is this?
That's my car. My car.
Yeah, that's my car. I play with the iPad.
Broke my iPad, right? Broke the iPad.
I bought the iPad. The iPad ball.
Hey.
What the fuck is this? He's just detailing his day. What the fuck?
Yeah, for real. Bro.
What the fuck is this? What is this?
10,000 hours.
What does this mean? Yeah, don't talk to my man like that. You like that? My man.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, this is bad. It's like some kids bop like 3,000 shit. What the fuck is this?
This is 7-year-old hip hop.
What is this demonic shit that he's drawing?
Huh?
Man, that kid's possessed.
That kid's possessed. You don't like his drawings? You don't like his
That's a
song?
demon kid. He's possessed by Satan. There's a Satan kid.
Don't talk to my man like that.
Yeah, don't talk to him. He was talking about the devil, saying that's his man, the devil.
I like that when you like it.
Is that what you're saying? I like it when you like it.
I don't know why he kind of talk like this in the song though. Oh.
Yeah, man, that kid looked like he was dead in the eyes. He looked like he was hanging out at the pet cemetery. Like he looked crazy, brother. He looked crazy. What the fuck is up with that shit?
Man, you could tell he was just like, I want to go like record in the booth and stuff or whatever. And they're like, okay. They were like, yeah, go ahead, just like talk about like your day and stuff. And they're like, okay, yeah, I gotta go to school. I'm gonna change, then be my dad. Like,
what the fuck, bro? I don't give a fuck if he's 5 years old or whatever. That was the trashiest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Hey man, that's his first song. We'll be around to hear him evolve, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? We're gonna he's gonna start from the bottom. Now he's here.
Yeah, he's at the top. He's started from the top, and now he's at the top.
Bro, like, but I just thought about this just now. If Drake ghostwrites for his son when his son turns into 15, 16, something like that.
Yeah.
That might be a way for the future. That might be the thing. You know what I'm saying? Drake's son might be the next fucking, you know what I'm saying? Something or other. Even if he starts off like this.
Drake?
Yeah, I mean, hey, they used to call Drake albino.
Well, then they're gonna have to get Drake's ghostwriter to write ghostwrite for his son. So
that's what I'm saying.
He'll be ghostwriting 2 times.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a minute since we had like a hip hop kid rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody to do.
We don't need that.
You know
again.
what I'm saying? The Soldier Boys, right? The Whipping Nene, huh?
No, we don't need that shit anymore, man. Keep the fucking crisscross out of this shit. I don't want no crisscross.
Yeah, you want to start wearing your clothes backwards and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm the daddy back.
Whoa, dude! I bet you nobody even knows what the fuck we're talking about. They're probably like, "What's crisscross?" They're like, "What the fuck?"
Totally crossed out like crisscross.
Yeah, because it's wiggity 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 whack.
Yeah, shout out to I used to love crisscross, man. They were light skinned too, and you know they had the braids and everything. This is like
yeah, and they wore their clothes backwards.
Huh?
Remember they wore their clothes backwards?
Yeah, the baseball jerseys and your pants.
They look ridiculous. They had like zippers on their asses and shit like that. It was like, what are you doing over here?
Yeah, I remember I almost tried that shit, and I was like, nah, I don't want my dad to yell at me. I don't want my dad to yell at me. He's gonna be like, put your fucking pants on, goddamn.
Yeah, he goes, put that shit back on the right way, Sid. What are you doing out here with the backwards pants? He goes, son, what if you need to take a piss? You gotta pull your whole damn pants down to take a pee.
Hey, man. Usually do that anyway.
He's like, I just in the public urinal, just ass out.
One time I was at the mall and I was pissing, and this motherfucker, he was like 10 or something. He was like Drake's son.
It was Drake's son?
And my man, no, it was not. But you know, whatever age that was, like, man went full commando, fucking shorts to the ankles, and was like, I was like, yo, crazy, because there's piss all over the bathroom floor, but my man didn't give a fuck. He was like, yo, Wong, let's go. I was like, oh shit. I was like, you supposed to do that in the toilet where you can close the door and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. He was supposed to do that at the urinal, my dude.
Yeah, man. The balls on that kid, crazy. Literally.
Yeah, he was like this. He was like this. I was like, bro, let me get the fuck out of here. I don't know who taught him how to go to the bathroom.
What?
Oh man, that shit went left field real quick. He wasn't wearing the clothes backwards.
Dude, that's wild.
Wearing the clothes backwards.
Yeah, dude, fucking going full out ass in the public urinal, no matter what age.
Full frontal at the mall urinal, bro. Full frontal mall urinal, bro. Let's get it.
That's fucking wild, bro. I don't care what age you are. That's fucking wild. Oh
my God. That shit was funny. When I left, I started dying. I was like, yo, my man put his shit to the flow.
Like fucking Bart Simpson over here, fucking pulling his pants down. What?
For real. He was like, fuck the world.
Oh my God, man. Fuck, that made me laugh. But yeah, man. Speaking of cartoons and series, Netflix has announced that they are working on a live action Yu Yu Hakusho series. According to Netflix themselves, the series will premiere towards the end of this year on December 14th.
Oh wow! Okay,
were you a fan of that show?
No, I'm not familiar with it. I haven't messed with it before. Haven't seen it, but it has a cult following though.
Yeah. For those of y'all that aren't aware, Yu Yu Hakusho follows the titular character, Yu Yu Hakusho, and he's this basically he's a spiritual detective. He's this high school student that gets accidentally ran over by a car, and he dies and goes to the spirit world where he becomes like a supernatural like detective and stuff. And he also, of course, since it's anime, he fights in a martial arts tournament because reasons. It's badass. That's the only reason you need. And his name is Urameshi, and he wears a all green suit, and he has that spirit gun. Yeah, and that it's fucking bad, dude. It's fucking badass. It's a good show.
Yeah, I'll check out the trailer. see what it's looking like. I know it's a classic. I think I might even have like some DVDs or some VHS. No VHS, but probably DVDs of his shit.
But yeah, man,
it sounds
it's a
familiar.
really cool show. And according to Netflix, they've been working on it for 5 fucking years, man. They've been filming on it, including like post production.
Yeah, but who's been working on it? Like the American team, or like the European, like, or the Asian team? Like, who's been working? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's like how they did One Piece. It was like a collaboration, a collaboration between like the creators and like everybody, like in like Asia and like in all those areas that are like that work on those animes and stuff like that. Netflix kind of like partnered with them. And they were like, hey, show us how to do this. Like, we want to do this like the right way. Show us how to do this the right way. You know what I mean? Like, it's your story. Like, help us tell your story like the right way. And that's what they're doing with the Yu Yu Hakusho. At least I hope. At least I hope that's what they're doing.
I hope so too, man. Because I'm like, they did. One Piece got great reviews and stuff
like
that.
Was like
awesome. true to animated live action. Yeah. So hopefully this will fucking no pressure Netflix, right? No pressure. You gotta go. You gotta go hard with this one too. But that 5 years sounds like they've been developing, taking care, and nurturing this. Yeah. So hopefully they have that collaborative effort on board, because if it's just the North American team on it, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, it's fucking be Dragon Ball Z movie all over again. Yeah,
you don't want a bunch of like white dudes portraying like clearly Asian characters. Like, in this anime, like I know some animes when they're like for example, like like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, shit like that, where they're like not specifically drawn Asian, but like like of course an Asian person's gonna play those characters. But in this anime, like those people look Asian as fuck. So if you were to get like white people to play like those characters, people would be like, no. Yeah. But but from what I can see, they have like I think a popular actor from Japan is coming over and playing this character, Urameshi, and they have like a whole pretty good cast and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that looks pretty good. And Netflix also announced a live action Avatar series, the Airbender, not the blue fucking cats.
Boo! No, I'm just playing. I wanted Avatar to see people. No, I'm just joking. I mean, hopefully it'll redeem itself from that last Avatar project.
Oh my god, the M. Night Shyamalan, where he whitewashed the fucking Avatar series.
I've never seen that movie, so
Yeah, you don't want to see that movie. It's fucking terrible. But yeah, man, Netflix announced a bunch of shit, man. They announced they're having a Netflix Geeked. I think on November 6th or something like that. And they're gonna announce a lot more stuff. They're doing like something with Godzilla. They're doing something with King Kong. Like it's
that's dope that Netflix is kind of doing like their own little like announcement, social media thing like that. That's really dope. That's definitely like the future. Like Warner Brothers, or HBO Max. All of them should definitely catch on, because people will tune into that just to see what's coming out this summer, as opposed to like, reading it on the fucking release date. You know what I mean? Per year, it's like, come on. Like,
it's also good too to like justify your Netflix subscription, so that way you can say like, hey, well, this month they don't have like a whole lot that I want to watch, but next month they got ... coming out. You know what I mean? And then I saw because this whole year they're gonna have this and that and the other thing coming out, so I'm gonna keep paying for it. So it keeps the customers paying for their shit.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep them paying. Physical media is gonna.
And speaking of cult classic cartoons, a live action Gargoyles series is in the works at Disney Plus. The series will be written and produced by Gary Doberman Madao, the man behind 2 out of 3 Annabelle films. The series will also be produced by James Wan's company, Atomic Monster. There's currently no release date for the series, as the series is in very early stages of pre-production.
Okay. That's dope, man. Are you a fan of Gargoyles?
I like the Gargoyles, man. They're definitely one of those Saturday morning Disney Channel cartoons that I would watch a lot. Like when they would have that like throwback block when I was growing up, I would watch all those fucking cartoons, dude.
Yeah, the Disney tunes. Yeah, they definitely had a lot of dope spot, man. I'm a huge fan of Gargoyles, man. Huge fan. Fucking Goliath, man. All these Gargoyles, the action figures came out. These are so much better than the original ones that came out. when I was a kid. But man, I remember coming home from school, even like high school, like getting off of high school, going home, watching Gargoyles. Man, this shit was part of my childhood. Man, loved it. Took place in New York City, and I was there. You know, I was living in New York at the time, so I was looking for Gargoyles, and I was, going, on my way, traveling, going, catching the train and shit like that. I'd be like, damn, where the fuck was it? Trying to see where this shit was at, because there'd be a lot of like accurate shit over there in the cartoon.
You would think like the artist would be like, oh, we're in New York, we're gonna like draw some shit or whatever. Like that's actually
they put in their favorite little hot dog fucking restaurant shit in the back. You'd be like, oh shit, I know where they at over here. Okay.
Yeah.
But Gargoyles was dope, man. I loved it. I think it's streaming now, so you can watch it.
Yeah, on Disney Plus. Yeah.
One of my friends, he actually brought over his little brother. His little brother is, I think, like 14. And he had one of the action figures with him because he just started getting into it like 6 months ago. So
nice.
So he started collecting. So I was like, oh man, that's dope that Gargoyles is getting new life and it's coming back. Because it's such a dope show with great writing, great animation. It definitely deserves to be higher up there, and I can't wait for the reboot. I just hope that they do justice to it and don't fucking ruin it and kind of make it look weird and shit.
I think if they're doing a live action one, it'll be really good. But I hope that they get people to play the Gargoyles as opposed to like making them all CGI and just like putting people like in some like makeup and costumes and putting like maybe you can clean them up with some CGI and stuff. But a full live action one would be like the best bet. And I think that's what we'll probably get with James Wan's like involvement. He's really like hard on the like practical effects and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm just not. What did he? I'm not familiar with James Wan. Did he do Shang-Chi?
No, James Wan is all of like the Conjuring movies. He's done like he's the guy that's behind all the Saw movies. He did all all the Conjuring.
Okay, Aquaman.
He directed Aquaman.
Furious 7. Holy shit. Okay. All right. I mean, he kind of got I mean, I guess he could pull it off. I guess
he'll make this look he'll make them look kind of scary-ish, I think. Like they'll look like hardcore, you know what I mean? And I think that they should portray them in that kind of like way because they were always kind of like anti-heroes, right? Like they're like Batman-ish, right? They're like the shadows, like nighttime, Batman. Like real dark and stuff
they didn't work
that.
with the police, really. I mean, well, they worked with like one person, but they were like in the shadows for the most part on some Batman, Ninja Turtle shit. This theme this theme's been done before. You're in the city, you got a group of people, fighting crime and shit like that, man. It's a great formula for entertainment.
And I remember them being like super Shakespearean, right? Like the leader's real like he's fucking Macbeth and shit, right? He's like, Gargoyles, we must assemble. Like he's just real like, real like grand.
Yeah, well, like one of them talks like fucking like from the old days, and then one of them talks, like real articulate, and another one tries to be cool and up with the times and stuff like that. So and then you got the dog too. Everybody loves the dog. I just hope that they don't get too crazy with the redesign. You know what I'm saying? Because that should just make that. Usually when they make a movie and they redesign it, for me, it's usually a bad choice. You know what I mean? I'm always like, fuck, man. But hopefully James Wan will kind of just keep it true to the the original kind of concept of the Gargoyles.
Yeah, I think it'll work if he doesn't deviate too much from it, but also like changes it up a little bit to kind of like adult it up a little bit more and like have it grow up with the people that were like into it. Because
I mean, it's pretty adult though. Like they were talking about like fucking one of the Gargoyles shot the other police officer on accident. So they had a whole episode about being a responsible gun and not playing with guns and shit. So they had like a fucking adult theme there. So if they get, I don't think they really should do an R. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's Disney. It's Disney, so they'll just go like PG-13.
Hard
they'll
PG-13.
They'll just like age it up a little bit, so that way because Disney knows they're like the people that are gonna watch this are adults. Like kids are not familiar with the Gargoyles, and they're gonna like those people's like older like uncles, mom, dad, or whatever are gonna be like, hey, I used to watch the cartoon growing up. You want to watch the show or whatever? And they'll be like, all right, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like that'll be like they're into the cartoon. Speaking of stuff like that, Goosebumps came out on Friday the 13th. The new Goosebumps.
Oh, nice.
and that's also on Disney Plus, and it's a live action type thing, and that went a more adult route, and it works. Like it just works. It works way better. Like the show is it has this like overarching like episodic mystery going on, and it uses the items from the Goosebumps books, like the Slappy the Dummy, the Carly Beth the Haunted Mask, and all of that stuff. Like it uses them like as plot devices to kind of like move the story forward. So like every episode you kind of get like 2 shows in like one. So it works pretty good, man. It's a cool little like show to watch for right now for like Halloween season or whatever.
Yeah, I'm about to check it out. I know I saw that poster, man. They just ripped off Get Out's movie poster, huh? And just ran with that shit. Just put the dummy in the middle and was like, yo, fuck this, let's go with it.
They were doing that poster for a minute, because I remember Glass came out. Glass did it first, then Get Out did it, and then now they did it. And I'm sure like a lot of other movies were fucking doing it around that time too, to like go on the hype of like fucking Get Out.
They definitely were, man. It was right in that broken fucking window, fucking mirror imagery to the depth.
Just like I remember when the Avengers movie came out and everybody was doing that same like just all the like floating heads, right? Like all of the all of them like, and then one big person in the middle like that with all of them like around him. Yeah.
With the fucking 360 team close-ups and shit. Like, oh shit.
But yeah, man, those are really cool, man. And of course, nostalgia is always gonna sell. Like something from your child, you're always gonna be like, oh, like what are those characters up to today? You know what I mean? Like, so that's always gonna be something that's gonna be interesting. But hopefully Disney Plus as well as Netflix, they do like a good job with these series, because Jesus Christ, man, I am tired of like shit that I really like a lot, just like getting like fucked into the ground, and I'm like,
steamrolled and shitted on and canceled before it even gets to fucking get its wings off the ground type shit, man.
Man. Speaking of nostalgia shit, a MySpace documentary is currently in the works with
hey, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second before we get to the MySpace. My bad.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, dude.
All right, my bad. I had to run to the bathroom right quick. All right. All righty, my bad.
All right, no worries, dude. And we're back, ghouls and gals. All right. Like I was saying, we got a MySpace documentary currently in the works with Gunpowder and Sky, the company behind the Tekashi 6ix9ine documentary, as well as the
Of course.
XXXTentacion documentary, as well as the Barney documentary. They've been behind a lot of big like documentaries. And the documentary will feature Tom himself from MySpace, as well as a slew of notable bands and actors that hit it big on the site back in the day. So we were talking like, a lot of the emo bands like My Chemical
Soldier
Romance.
Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy. A lot of rappers, a lot of rock stars that are still famous now. Actors like Tom Hardy, fucking Jeffree Star, people like that were like fucking huge on that platform.
Jeffree Star was canceled, all right? We don't talk about Jay anymore. Okay?
But yeah, man, were you on MySpace a lot back in the day?
Hell yeah, bro. Oh my God. I was lit on MySpace, bro. Oh my God. That shit was crazy. I used to love MySpace. Man, top 5. Oh man. I used to have a lot of like fucking like industry fucking plugs on MySpace, bro. All the A&Rs and stuff, bro. They used to be on MySpace. They send me fucking like Def Jam used to send me shit for like Kanye's album, like the little, those little white glasses that he used to wear with the little lines in them.
Yeah, the shutter shades, yeah.
They sent me like a whole bunch of like promo stuff for it, man. Oh man, MySpace was like my first like internet, like fucking like getting some traction and getting some notoriety and shit. MySpace was the first one. It was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying?
MySpace was kind of the start of like all of this kind of the stuff that like we all do. You know what I mean? Like MySpace was like the first place where you could get like, quote unquote, like famous on the internet. You know what I mean? Where people could be like, oh, you're Sid Retro, right? Like I'll have you on MySpace, man. Like, are you always posting stuff? You know what I mean? Like that was like the very, very start of all that shit, man, because YouTube was not out yet when MySpace was happening. And then like it slowly was starting to come up. And I remember like in order to post I don't even think you could post videos on MySpace like that, right? Like how you can on Facebook. Like I think if you could, it would be like a real small clip, right? Or something.
I don't think you could. I think it was just videos and just posts, like just your MySpace status, your top 5,
and then like your music. You could put music.
Yeah, you can put links to music on there. Yeah. I think links to YouTube, stuff like that. But I remember like a lot of artists were being signed through MySpace. A lot of fucking
dude, they were signing everybody. It was like the fucking 80s again, dude, with like the hair metal and heavy metal. Like the early 2000s to the 2010s, like if you were like a skinny dude that was like in a screamo band that like you were signed, MySpace was signing you. You were getting like as long as you got like those 10,000 plays a month or whatever, they were like, oh, this motherfucker, we're gonna throw money at this guy.
Book him at the concert tonight. His MySpace is on fire right now, Chad.
They're the next big thing. He goes, put him at the Hot Topic. Their shirts are going to be in Hot Topic next week.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's dope, man.
And it was weird because that landscape wasn't as oversaturated as it is now. Like everybody's trying to get famous now. Back in those days, everybody was trying to get famous, but it wasn't as much. You know what I mean? Like
they were trying to have talent. You had some type of talent to get famous. Now you don't really need talent to get famous.
Yeah.
You can be yourself and get famous. You can fucking mukbang and get famous. You can fucking just say wild shit and get famous. You could, it doesn't take any, it's just people want to see you do some wild shit, and there it is. That's it.
Man, it's crazy, man. MySpace feels like it was like a whole lifetime ago, dude. Like it literally does, man. Like and it's crazy, man. Like MySpace was really like it felt like this thing that like was never gonna end. And then when it ended, you were like, oh fuck, like I haven't thought about that in so long. You know what I mean?
Like I kept mine up for like mine is still up or whatever. Oh, what was your MySpace name?
My MySpace name mind you, I had MySpace when I was like I was like real young when like MySpace was coming out still. Like I by the time I was old enough to use MySpace, it was like at the tail end of MySpace. But yeah, my MySpace name was Ryan Peroxide. Hell yeah, baby.
Ryan Peroxide?
Out here with all the scene people, all the emo people. But yeah, man, I was weird because I was riding that real quick like transition between where like people were still using MySpace, but like Facebook was like slowly becoming like a thing. Like that's when MySpace was like in my like life.
That's crazy. Hey, Ryan put Brightside. Mine was Skills the Hustler.
Yeah. Skills the
It was
Hustler.
wild. I always try to go back and try to save all those MySpace pictures because those are all like early, saying early 2000 shit, saying 2008, 2007, 2006. I'm like, yeah, I got MySpace pictures on there. But now my shit is like all spammed out. I think they deactivated it now.
Yeah, I don't think my MySpace even exists anymore. I don't even know the password or the email or anything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, the good old days.
Yeah, dude, that was so.
Did you ever go on like Mi Gente or like Black Planet or like fucking any of the other like social media, like the early social media spot?
I remember
Other
like
stuff?
they had like Meet Me, like stuff like that, and then they had like if you were ghetto, you'd go on like Moco Space, and then
Moco
yeah, and
Space.
then they
Shout out
had
to
like
Moco Space.
yeah, and then they had like
I
what was the
love
other
Moco
one?
Space, bro.
For like fucking like emo people, the vampirefreaks.com. I remember
Oh,
that one. And I remember I would talk to a lot of people on Newgrounds, that website Newgrounds. They always had like a chat on that website where you could like, it was like a video game website where you could watch like Flash like movies and
oh
like
yeah.
video games, and then they always had like a
Uh-huh.
big like chat room. It was basically like the modern version of like the Discord where you could just like talk about like, oh, are you playing this game? Oh, this game. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Yeah, like it was
Okay.
pretty cool.
That's pretty dope. Hell yeah.
But
Fucking
it's weird
yeah.
how we moved past like internet handles, right? Like
Mhm.
nobody
Yeah.
has like, you know what I mean? Where you're like, oh bro, is that like Death Angel 69? You know what I mean? Like everybody just
Yeah.
uses their name now. You know what I mean? Everybody just uses their real name now.
Yeah, but I feel like the future kids aren't. They're not going to be like using their real name. They're going to probably go back to like using a side name and
Right?
using
We always
like
thought that in the future, right? Like in every future movie, like every person like is on the net and they have like some crazy like fucking
mhm.
hardcore like cyberpunk name, right? Like Netwave the Destroyer, right? Or some shit like that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Sinister
yeah,
Dark Hope. You know what I mean? Like something fucking stupid like that.
yeah. But that's that like that late '90s, early 2000 cliche computer hacker. Fucking, you have to hide your identity because you don't want nobody to know your real name on social media or saying type shit. Now that shit's flipped. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's just like no post.
They'll be like, "Oh, just turn on your VPN, bro, and they won't be able to see you on the internet."
For sure.
And I also like in every like '90s movie, they just do like the like where they're like typing.
Yeah.
Like that, and they're like, "What are you even typing?" You're like, "What?" They're like, "I just hacked the mainframe sequence code
Yeah.
database. We're in."
Yeah, yeah, I love it when they'll have like Bing Rames do that. You're like, oh right, the cameras are down in the main safe. You're like, wow, Bing Rames just fucking hacked the Bank of
Yeah,
America. That's
yeah,
unbelievable. No, literally, it's unbelievable.
yeah,
Stop.
yeah. No, yeah. Like y'all can't have Simon Pegg do that. Like the nerdy white guy who looks like he would know how to do that. Not Vin Rames, who looks like he would better be like beating up somebody or throwing somebody out of a window. You know what I mean? Like, go on.
Oh, yo, fucking. Hold on, guys. I got something for you right here. George Lopez. I'm gonna hack into this shit right here, guys. I
Yeah.
got something for you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, mijo, go ahead.
Yeah. That never. I mean, I think there's very few times where like a movie hacker is like convincing to me where I'm like, oh, I think that guy knows how to use a computer. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, but yeah, man, that whole thing that just never comes across like as believable.
Bro, any like '90s fucking computer hacker, anything to do, that shit is so terrible. Like the CGI, they're like, oh, let's go inside the computer, the ghost in the machine, or
Oh yeah, they go into
Lawnmower
like the phone
Man.
line.
What, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so weird. The hackers movie, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, he's planting a virus, and they're like inside the fucking computer system. Like this shit don't make it doesn't ever make sense. It's so
No.
funny though. So the creative liberties are like, this is what inside of a computer looks like in the digital world or whatever. It's like, okay, that's cool though. I like it.
Speaking of movies, dude, we have our final story of the
Uh-huh.
night, which is a trailer for the film called Eileen. It is a movie starring Anne Hathaway and the chick from do you remember the movie what's it called? The one where they turn old, the movie Old?
Yeah.
The little girl, the one where she gets old and she turns into Thomasin McKenzie is the actress's name.
Oh, what's the name of the movie?
Eileen, Eileen.
Eileen. All right, let's get it, Eileen.
Yeah, come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen.
All right, we got Eileen. Which one you got? The Universal Pictures UK or Movie
I was
Trailer Source? Rotten Tomatoes? Which one?
Yeah, the Rotten Tomatoes one. That's the one that I was gonna do. I feel like
All
that's
right,
like
the old Rotten Tomato. Tom McKenzie. All right, I'm ready whenever you are, player.
All righty, man. Let's get it.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Captain Planet.
Thomas and McKenzie. Anne Hathaway. Two sexy bitches.
All right, let's go. All right. Bathtub scene. Old Karn.
Yeah.
She's prison.
I was like, she's in jail? I'm sorry to whoever's named Eileen, but that's such an ugly name. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like the hottest woman ever working in a prison. She's like, I've been stalking you. Whoopsie.
Oh.
She's a little kinky little minx. She's also the girl from Last Night in Soho.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Oh, little.
Yo, she smacked the shit out that guy.
Little romance.
Hmm.
Oh shit. Whoa. Whoa. Some fucking and stabbing.
He's like, I almost give a fuck about you.
Yeah, I almost care what you're doing, but I don't. So fuck off.
All right.
That looks kind of good.
All right. I don't know why I did that.
Eileen. Coming to theaters December 1st, 2023, starring Thomas and McKenzie, Anne Hathaway, Shauna Shea Wiggum, and Sam Nivola. The synopsis is Eileen is a peculiar young woman, aloof and unfazed by the gloomy nature of her job at the local youth prison. But something in her changes the day that the new counselor, Dr. Rebecca St. John, arrives. She is instantly captivated by Rebecca's glamorous, enigmatic personality. As the two women grow closer, Eileen is inspired to explore new facets of her own personality and desires. But her metamorphosis takes a quick, twisted turn when Rebecca reveals a dark secret, throwing Eileen onto a much sinister path. Ooh.
I don't know, man. There was a whole bunch of weird shit going on over there between these two little bisexual girls in the 50s. Yeah. whatever.
I love it. Bring all of the lesbianism on screen and murder.
Yeah, this is like a whole bunch of steaming love triangle prison. Yeah, this was I don't know about this, man.
It's hot, Sid. I like hot things. I want to see the hot things in the movie theater.
Whoa.
No, but that one looks interesting to me. The other one looks interesting to me. Right away when I was looking up news stories, that one like caught my attention. I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And then I was like, "Oh, we're gonna talk about that one."
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes, man. The period piece, murder mystery, psychological noir thriller. You know, usually A24 be doing these shits, huh? But I guess
Neon's a good close second. They're like the cousin to A24.
Oh yeah. Did they do Neon Demons by chance? No.
Oh, the Neon Demon?
Yeah.
That movie where that chick eats that other chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was them. I think that
think
might have been them.
I
Yeah.
think that might have been them too.
They did like
Okay.
Parasite, I think too. They did. I think they did the movie
Okay, yeah,
Parasite,
okay. So
Chinese
they
movie.
be on that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, man. I gotta if the reviews are dope, then I'll probably go check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this one out, man. I like that chick Thomasin McKenzie, and I like Anne Hathaway, and then the idea of them making out on screen is just enough for me to go and buy a ticket to the movie theater.
Jesus
But yeah.
Christ. Have you no shame? No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, okay, yeah, they about to make out. There's about to be some crazy, spooky murder, sex shit going on with
But I
this.
get the vibe that she's not real. Like Anne Hathaway is not real. Like she's in her head.
Yeah, but he introduced everybody to her and shit. Like this is the new psychological person of the blah. So nah, man, that it can't be like no twist like that. Maybe somebody else in the picture is not real because she fucking crazy. Like, damn.
She's out here murdering people and banging Anne Hathaway.
You know? I don't know. That's just a crazy, like, people, like women that just like go work in like prisons and stuff. That shit crazy.
Women that are psycho.
Bisexual lesbian psychos.
Yeah. Bisexual lesbian psychos, the movie this summer.
Let's see what's going on.
Square.
They were showing like those murder pictures or whatever. What the fuck going on with that shit, bro?
Yeah. Apparently they murdered a lot of people, more than one person.
Yo, I don't know what's going on with that shit, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's good, man. Well, we shall see.
But yeah, ghouls and gals, there you have it. That was our news segment of the podcast. That's all the news we have for the week here at the Ryan.T show. And like always, I'm Ryan.T, and this guy right here is
Sid Retro, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check us out. Follow us on social media, YouTube, Facebook, IG, all that fly shit, man. And then we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Hell yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you on the next one.